Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the regular scheduled Committee of the Whole meeting, Village Tinley Park, Cook-and-Will County, Illinois, held on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026, beginning at 5:47 PM. John, if you can you have me replace the battery in that clock? Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Brennan.
Present.
Trustee Mahoney.
Present.
Trustee Mueller.
Here.
Trustee Shaw.
Present.
Trustee Sullivan. Here. President Klotz.
Present. Item number 3, consider approval of the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held on January 6, 2026.
Second.
Thank you. Are there any comments? Madam Clerk?
Roll call for item 3. Trustee Brady.
Here. Yes, I'm sorry. Reading ahead.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Shaw.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have item number 4, discuss overnight parking ordinance amendment. Anyone want to, Ken, do you want to go first or no?
Sure. I can introduce you, or you just want me to give comments on what we have from the package?
No, go
Okay.
ahead.
I support the majority of the changes that are being proposed here, and I'll kick off some that I have concerns about. But overall, I think this is a good move to align our ordinances with common practice. So I appreciate the work that was done to identify that we had a gap between what is being done in practice and the ordinance actually says. So this goes a long way towards clarifying that. That being said, the item under proposed options and improvements, one that I do not support is the option of having additional overnight parking days, 5 to 10 maximum, with fee of somewhere between 5 and 10 per day. I disagree with that. It strikes me as having more of an objective of revenue generation, which is not the objective of the parking ordinance. Parking ordinance is to control it and try and get a handle on some of the abuse that's going on out there. Allowing, once people reach the cap, allowing them to purchase extra nights just seems like the objective is more about grabbing revenue than in controlling the situation. So with that, I oppose that item there. The one about printable temporary parking decal, I'm a little agnostic on that, other than I'm not entirely sure that it's necessary, and it seems to me there would be an expense associated with it, and then overhead and just administration of it. Maybe I don't understand the need for that, but those are the two. Definitely once someone reaches the cap, that should be it. So I don't think there should be an allowed to exceed it for a fee. That seems going in the wrong direction. And then the temporary parking decal, I'm not sure what that's about.
Thanks, Ken. Anyone else?
Yes, I would have to agree with Ken on that. I don't think the idea of charging people to park on their street that they paid for and to charge them, and how many people get to 10 and need more? Okay, I don't have that on me. The police department, I have to check to see if they have it, or if they call here, or they need additional days. I agree with Ken that it just seems to be a money-grabbing scheme, okay, as it was.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I agree.
Yeah, agree with Ken.
Thank you. I just wanted to add to this, Walker, the addresses that you pulled for the board. Do you remember I don't remember how much the time frame was at. Was it 6 months? I don't remember.
It was only 6 months. Actually, I think it was only 3 months, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up right now, Mayor, to take
Could have
a
been
look.
3.
But yeah, it would have been the last either 6 or 12 months. Like,
Okay. So I'm only going to list the top ones, and this is how it's being, there's several things they're first of all, Ken, on what you said on the proposed options, the first one, the second one, I don't agree with that either. I don't think that works. The third one, I think works and they can track it. Trustee Mueller and I were talking to Anthony from IT, and he said if they did, he believes, not guaranteed, but he believes he will look into it. If you set it at a cap at a number, that when someone online portal goes to put it in, that it will let them know if they're past the 10. And if they call into, if you call into, like how I would do it, I'm not tech savvy, I would call the non-emergency, they transfer you over to records, and then records adds your vehicle address, make, model, car address and everything to the overnight parking that believes that it's the same. So if a police officer comes up on a car, Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong, whatever, you don't have to get up, whatever a resident or records would put into the system, the police officers see the exact same thing on their end in their car, on their computer, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, thank you. So if you put a cap on there, I think that we believe we can cover it. And here's some of the abusers, like you said, I think you said it was 6 months. I'm not gonna give the addresses, but it's pretty bad. Number one on the list is 153 times already they've used the overnight parking. The other one is 124, 107, 105, and 100, and it slowly just keeps scaling down. And so what believe is what they've done to, which is pretty smart, to beat the overnight parking system of the 3 times in a row. The system allowed you to, the old system, to put a space. So if your license plate was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you could put 1, 2, 3 space 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space 6, 7 for another 3 days. And people are just changing it because you're allowed to put spaces, and there's no way for us to know. I mean, and so now with the new system, Anthony said it does allow you to put spaces. But when a police officer runs a license plate, he doesn't put 1, 2, 3 space 4, 5, 6, 7. You put it directly in, and that's how they run it. So this is how it's been abused, and with the new system, with the BSNA, that would eliminate being able to take advantage of the system and manipulate it, which is good to hear. But it's being taken advantage a lot, like you see in, the neighbors, you're getting complaints. Houses on each side, they have 7 cars that are all parked on the street, and they're small streets, they can't get out of their driveway in the morning. And then especially when you had garbage, or if there was a fire or an ambulance call, it creates a lot of problems. Open for discussion, whatever you want. They put in here just as a starting point. I think 10 is a fair amount to start. I mean, a kid comes in from college, and it doesn't mean it can't be amended. Let's just say, we feel the average or something should go up a little bit. We could always amend it later, but we have to put the floor somewhere, and then we could go from there, so. But these are the abusers. I mean, 153, 124, 107, 105, and 100 in just 6 months, so it's a constant problem. And they're just flooding the streets with cars, and even when they get tickets, they just leave them. Then the police come back, then they have to put an abandoned sticker on it. So, any thoughts on the proposed 10-day?
Good with that?
I think we should, I would argue a little bit more. I mean, I think most of these households, these are the ones that are calling in. There's a lot that aren't calling in, so, or logging through the portal online, so. I would propose, 10, it's not even 1 a month. That's.
Want to make it 12 to
So,
start?
I just think that some of these, households with 4 or 5 cars with the long driveways, they're not, that's the reason what's driving these things. So we got, 50-foot driveways, 100-foot driveways, whatever they may be, and you got 4 cars, so people are parking on the street, so.
There's also another easy way to fix it. Like, we had 4 cars, 2-car driveway, 2-car garage. and I was always the one that got stuck moving everyone's car to get in and out. We tried creating a system, how the last person, where they would park, or the first person there, whatever, who was leaving first. It didn't work out too well, so I was always jockeying cars, and then I just added a third driveway, and that kind of fixed it. I've seen some other houses, which is pretty creative, when they have like 5 cars, they park on an angle on their driveway, and so that seems to fix it as well.
Yeah, I know like the older neighborhoods are the ones that are gonna be, that don't have the double driveways, the single, you know.
The one-car garage.
The one-car garage with long driveway, that, you know, that's the problem, so. I'd support, you know, 15 days. I don't know if that's reasonable for you guys, but, 10, like I said, is not even one a month. I don't think it's, like you said, I don't know if it's the kid coming home for college. I think it's just the multiple cars, which is, you know, 4-car households, the 5-car households that are,
That's the,
you know,
that's the
that's driving
complaints.
it, you know.
That's the complaints that I receive. Hey, you know, you get an email, my kid's home from college, they're gonna be home for whatever X amount of days, blah, 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 and I just tell them to just call it in.
Yeah.
We'll just make it per address. It's simple. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, if 15's too high, we'll find out. If 15's too low, we'll find out as well.
That's good.
Everyone good with
Well,
doing Bill's
what's wrong with
recommendation?
taking your idea, Bill, is taking, give them like 2 a month, okay? So there's 24 that they could have freebies, and then go after that, 'cause
That may be hard more to maintain with the IT and systems. That's just, I think then
Yeah,
now
I
we're
think in my-
more than doubling it.
In my mind, what we need to be doing is striking a balance here between what is the objective here? The objective is to not have cars constantly in the street. They're parked there, even if you're calling it in.
Right.
We know that in some of the older neighborhoods, there have been cars parked down the street for months, right?
Right.
And, Mr. Mayor, I just looked it up, that is 3 months, from September 1st forward.
Okay?
So, and the address you mentioned in the report has pages upon pages. And again, that's someone who is calling it in
That's-
every night.
That's my point, is
Yeah.
that's
So-
someone who's following the ordinance as it stands right now. There's many more that aren't, so. it's-
Exactly. And I think so we need to strike a balance here, knowing that this is not, we're not gonna get the perfect solution out of the gate. So let's start somewhere, and let's strike a balance between getting it cleaned up and under control, having too much overhead in administration, somewhere in there, right? So I think, you know, whatever number was just proposed there, we start there. If that's burdensome, we back off.
I'm fine with the 15. I think it's a good recommendation. Oh, there's one other part of it too that we have to tweak. I don't know if that's a Donna thing or an IT thing. Seems like decades ago, long before any of us were involved, the police switched it and they put on there that you could do 3 cars, then you take a day off, park in the driveway, then you could do it another 3 days. That's another reason why this is a problem. So we need to message that. We need to remove that from the website because that's not part of the ordinance. They just put it in there themselves. So we need to remove that. So if you go in the overnight parking, Donna, you'll see they put in there, they added their own little 3-day language, which is not part of the ordinance.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying up front about, we have a gap between what's in practice and what the ordinance actually says. So this is a good first step. I do think, as Bill mentioned, in some of the older neighborhoods, we've had this discussion, I think this is a good place to start. Some of the older neighborhoods, I think, long-term, we need to look at some other creative solutions. Other newer neighborhoods, you know, Brookside Glen, my understanding is that there is almost like zero appetite for any cars parked on the street overnight at all. So that neighborhood's probably, that's gonna be an easy one, just none, right? But I do think that we're gonna have to be practical in how we approach this long-term. But for now, I'm good with whatever number you just threw out there.
Okay, so we'll, Pat, can you work with Luann to bring that to the next village board meeting? So we're gonna have it at the next board meeting. You want us to take a vote on it then? Are you good?
That'll be good.
Okay. So is there a motion on the floor to eliminate the 2 top bullet points? Do you know what those, I'm gonna give it to you, so you don't have to look it up. I'm just gonna give you a copy. Okay, I was gonna give you a copy. There it is. eliminate those two top bullet points. And then, so if you could make a motion, Ken, to amend that, to remove the two top bullet points and make it 15 days, that'd be great.
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to modify ordinance 73.09, all-night parking, as it appears in the agenda, with the exclusion of the first two bullet points.
I will second that.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Roll call for item 4, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. And, what do you think about, have it on the next cow anyways, and the board meeting the same day, just in case we get more information, we can amend it before the meeting?
Yes.
So, thank you. So that will be February 3rd. Item number 5, discuss an agreement between the Village of Tinley Park, Midwest Public Safety Group for police in-car video equipment storage, warranties, and accessories. Are there any questions or comments for number 5? Is there a motion for 5?
I'll make a motion, to move number 5 to the village board.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Roll call for item 5, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you. Item 6, discuss professional services agreement with Municipal Services Consulting, Inc. Are there any questions or comments for Municipal Services Consultant? Is there a motion for number 6?
I'll make that motion.
A second?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Roll call for item 6, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you. Item 7, receive comments from the public for the Committee of the Whole. Are there any questions, or, I'm sorry, are there any comments for the Committee of the Whole? The record reflect there are none. Madam Clerk, or, I'm sorry, can we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second it?
Thank you. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Roll call for adjournment, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Yes.
You got your
Motion carries. We are adjourned. We will be starting as quickly as they reset the camera.